Well, y'all, I just came into a pine stand next to a meadow that is mowed at times. And here is a freshie from last year, and this is what it looks like when it's got a little pine straw on it, but it's a freshie. I haven't even touched it. Looks like a 3-year-old with awesome genetic, like really the genetics you want. Ooh, yeah, I was dropped this year. So you see the green on it. For some reason, some squirrel has not assaulted that. And I'm telling you that because right there, the way that's all smooth, that's not squirrel damage. That was damaged in velvet. And that's just what it kind of looks like when it gets knocked off in velvet and then heals up like that. Boy, this is a 12-point genetic, because that would have been another time. So that is a fabulous genes. That guy is walking around right now, because this was dropped last year, with 12 points on his head. If he hadn't got had yet. So that's a big one, and pretty. And that's my 501 antlers I've ever found. That's 501. I just wasn't even counting and then realized the last one I got that had been damaged in velvet quite a bit too, was my 500. So 500 in 4 years and 9 months. 501. Anyway, there you go. Keep on shed hunting. Y'all have a fine evening. Talk to you later. Bye now. Well, y'all, I just found that other antler right there, and then walked for another 10 minutes in a circle, not realizing when I came back this way, full circle, I was almost sitting or almost standing on the match. You're like, oh my God, you know, things like that happen. I did circle back and I did find it. I haven't pulled it. It's beautiful. Let's see. Boy, he screwed this one up even worse than he did the other side. This guy was just rough on his antlers before they fell off. That's the match, kids. But this guy was an active dude. Look at that. This guy was blowing and going and tearing up his antlers before they hardened while they were still in velvet. You can't do that. I hope he learned his lesson. That is a match, believe it or not. They're both 3-year-olds. They have the same circumference. They have about the same mass. And that's what's going to happen. You're like, well, that one tine is a lot bigger. That's because he lost these tines. And when that happens, and they're still growing, the other tines will take up the nutrients, calcium, and then they will grow bigger. So they actually will balance out. So this is a match. Plus, I found them 3 feet apart. It's a match. And the tines match here, the brow tines. So anyway, there you go. Isn't that wacky? That is friggin' awesome. All right, y'all, I got another 30 minutes of daylight. There is an awesome matching set in that he has spectacular genes. And yeah, he's a 4-year-old this year. Maybe he learned his lesson not to be so rough on his antlers. Probably not. And there you go. So that's awesome stuff. And that makes 75 this year. So, well, 503. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a fine evening. Bye now. Well, y'all, let me show you what I think is the biggest beaver skull I've ever seen down here. And this is a beaver. You can tell it's not a nutria because of how white it is. Nutria, and this is as I found it. Nutria, or what do they call it? I can't think of it. People here say nutria or a nutrirat. Koi poo, called koi poo. That is a huge, I have relatively small hands, but that is a huge beaver skull. In good shape too.